Alright guys, we got more war video action for you. We're starting off with Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister just for the synergy, and Galan on the second account. And we have Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Hulkling, and I'm trying to remember who we ended up bringing on the other account, but we'll get there. It's fine. We got Node 4 Apocalypse against Valkyrie here. It's a oh yeah, we brought an Odin synergy. That's what we did. We had to bring a synergy for Apocalypse for some awesome fights. So we're gonna do Apocalypse here against Valkyrie. Nothing big on Node 4. It's like the extra regen node if you're too close. I just got to build up to 2 bars of power. Be a little careful of the flourish charges once that special 2 is on, especially with the concussion. That's where the major damage is. I can go ahead. I start with 4 charges because of the Mr. Sinister synergy, and I can, which is the same synergy as Cable, by the way. And there you go ahead. We're going to go and drop a special 1, and goodbye Valkyrie. Next fight, similar to the last war, we're going to try and slow play Mephisto to get the Incinerate immunity, but this time we're actually going to take advantage of that Incinerate immunity. Last war we got it, but then we didn't end up doing the hazard shift fight. This time we do have a hazard shift fight. We have a Void on Node 22. It's the hazard shift, Incinerate, and Shock. So I brought in Odin on the main account, a 6-star, so I get 90% shock resistance, and I'm going to try really hard here to slow play it. Every time he gets that aura, I'm just going to try and go close to him there, start taking a little bit of damage. I think it's like 9 seconds of Incinerate damage will give me the Incinerate immunity, so that is what I am looking for. I know I get the big old special 2 here. It is a Masochism node, which Apocalypse absolutely shreds. And now again, he's got dropped the special 2. He had the aura there for a second. Almost have it, but I guess I end up going really close. I have to take a little bit more damage than I would like to take, but that's fine. So we take a little bit more damage. We block a little bit more damage. There we go. We got the immunity on. Now we are set not only for this fight, but for that Node 22 mini as well. But we do have one more fight, I believe, against, who's next? We got Moleman, also on, he's on Node 20. He's also got Masochism. He's also got Strike, Counter, Fury, and the armor one is not relevant. But he's a global defender, quite annoying because you don't really want to hit into his block. And pairing him, at least I can do really nicely with Apocalypse, but it gives him those flourish charges. So I do have to be really careful here, because those flourish charges are going to add up, and I have to be really careful not to, I don't want to like trigger his unstoppable and then get clapped in the face. So I'm just going to be really, really extra careful here about his power meter. So let him keep throwing those special 1s and 2s. I don't care. Here at this point, once I have a few flourish charges on, I'm just going to try and take advantage of the power gain and keep pushing him to specials, so he keeps throwing them so I can keep countering them. I don't want to block too many more. You can see here I'm just backing off, let him throw another special. Keep trying to push him to as many specials as possible at this point, which is easy because of the flourish charges. But there, I just want to make sure there he throws a heavy attack. I back off. I just want him to throw that special. Let's go, Moleman. I'm just sitting here. It's like a little waiting game. Will you throw it? Thank you very much. He throws that special 2. And I can go in and counter him, no problem. Let him throw another special 1. And it just became a lot of specials evading here, and I don't want to screw it up. Get another special 1 on, and goodbye, Moleman. Now, next up, like I said, I needed to get an Odin pre-fight on the Void. So first we have to go and jump onto Hulkling against Omega Sentinel on Node 15. We've done this fight a bunch of times. It is one where I am going to be special locked when I hit into an opponent with armor. But if I go ahead and I back off, once I get to like 2 bars of power, I'm going to back off, wait for that special lock to disappear, then use my Hulkling's ability to hit into their block and drop that special with an unblockable special 2. Before I hit in with, right before I get special locked. and it's a way for me to get off my special 2 with him, no problem. So we back off, wait for 2 bars of power, then we hit in. Now we're unblockable, boom, drop that special 2, and it is just about finished here with Hulkling. Okay, next up is the Void on node 22. This is the one where I put an Odin pre-fight on. Now I've got Apocalypse. It also has aggression prowess. So I do start with my 200% power back boost and an advanced power start 1 because I do want to get the concussion on as fast as I can. So here I'm really not worried too much about, I'm in the Incinerate phase. I don't care if I throw the special 2 when he's got the shock on. It's fine. I take a few of the shock debuffs. It is doing some damage because it is Void, and you don't want debuffs on yourself with Void. But at the same time, though, I just wanted, once I had the concussion on, I felt pretty confident. Now I got all 4 debuffs on, evade that special 2, counter. He throws that special 1. Sometimes I like to counter it there. Here I'm just playing it safe, get a nice little intercept. I'm going to go ahead, parry heavy into a special 1 that refreshes my debuffs and drops the special 1. He's down to 21%. I haven't taken that much damage. Rank 4 Apocalypse is an absolute beast here. We're going to play it safe on that evade, take an extra second probably worth of damage, but that's okay. 1 more special 1 and goodbye Void. Next up is node 23. This is the Apocalypse against this Nick Fury. This is the one where if you don't hit him fast enough, you're going to get rooted. And there's bubble shield on this one, so every 10th hit is unblockable. Very annoying. He's a global defender, so he gets those wonderful flourish charges. We're still boosted up. We got the power back boost. We drop a nice big special 2. We push him to a special 2. We get off our special 1. We got all 4 debuffs on. We are flying through this at the moment, which is great. I can become bleed and disorient immune if he hits me with that special 1. Now here I get to a point where I get a nice clean evade and counter there, but he gets off a special 1, and the timing on the special 1, I'm not able to, I tried, you can see I almost whiffed an attack there. I was trying to dash in and it didn't register, so I get some bleeds on me. Luckily, I had 2 bars of power. I was able to get out of it get out of the root and counter with that special 2. At the same time, I've got the bleed immunity on me now before he got a big bleed on me, so that's good. Now he's melting down in his second life. We got all 4 debuffs up again, which is awesome that we were able to do it so quickly. Bait him into another heavy attack, counter, drop a special 1. Goodbye, Nick Fury. That ended up being an awesome fight with Apocalypse. Next up, we got node 24. We got Infamous Iron Man. We have Galan isn't banned, so we're able to use him. No problem here. There's Buffet. Buffet would trigger a regen. The regen would trigger the unblockable. But Galan is also a global attacker, so he's putting on neutralizes, so that's going to potentially prevent him from gaining the regen, but also I cannot have my buffs nullified, which means I can't trigger Buffet, which is great. So I'm just going to build up a lot of the harvest charges. I'm going to go here, nice heavy attack into unblockable special 2, almost takes him out. But unfortunately, he does trigger that regen right as the neutralize disappeared. So he did get it, but it doesn't matter. We counter and we're fine. Now we go on to node 30, Apocalypse vs Thing, reinvigorated unblockable. So I didn't want to just keep throwing advanced power boosts at this. I thought I could do this without it, so I did not. Usually I like to, but if I was wasting so many power boosts in the last couple of wars, so I'm like, it's okay, even though I'm going to dash back, I'm going to give him regen. He's probably going to heal up to full right now if I dash back, but it doesn't matter. Like right there, he's going to heal right back up, but my goal here is just, I'm managing his rock stacks with the heavies, and I'm just waiting till I get to 2 bars of power. If I get to 2 bars of power, then I can get off a special 2, special 1 combo, all my fun stuff there. So now we're at 2 bars of power. We get the concussion and the degen on. Really nice, takes him down to like 82% there. We're going to go ahead heavy him a few times. Again, because I'm putting a bleed on him, and because he's bleed immune, but even though if I put a bleed on him, it reduces his rock stacks. So there, I throw a special 1. He's at 13 rock stacks, so that's okay. I'm going to dash back. I have the 4 debuffs on to help mitigate some of the healing. Then I go ahead, because it's never back down if I dash back twice in a row, I trigger the healing. So here again, I can just go ahead, parry, heavy, special 2. Now he's up to exactly 15 rock stacks, so I'm going to back. I'm going to back off. I let him throw it. Now he's back down to 0. I want to get off a. I'd like to get off a heavy here to refresh the 4 debuffs, which I do. Heavy into special 1, refresh the 4 debuffs, and we're just going to keep doing a few more. Like I try and get one more combo in there, and he's done. Perfect. Then we got Shuri on buffet, and I almost screwed this one up with Galan. Probably should have done a few more duels just to practice against Shuri, but you can be the judge. You might be able, I didn't slow it down, but you could try potentially slowing it down. I looked at it a couple times. You can see here, right there, she threw her heavy attack and I attacked in, no problem. But then I'm going to try it again. My like huge weapon that I'm holding is going to go right past her face and completely miss her as she throws that special 1, and then getting up, I get clipped, and she's got those passive shocks on me, and at this point, I am not feeling this, so I quickly grab the heavy, go into a big special 1, get that harvest off, and we almost nuke her down right there, and immediately, I'm just going to go in and counter that, like, combo, throw another heavy attack, 1 more hit into her, and done. I was just like, I gotta get out of there really fast. But Galan is awesome for that. Then again, we had to heal him up. We had strike, counter, block, penetration. We have this Sam Wilson here. Also, it never backed down. But he's got armor ups all the time, and I have the neutralize on, so he's not getting as many armors as he would normally get, which is nice. And we're gonna go even though he gets one as soon as my armor neutralize goes away. But I'm going to try and build up as much of the harvest charges. Let him go ahead. You can see there, I counter his special 1. Nice big nuke. Takes about 60% of him off. So we're just going to do the same thing again. Wait for him to throw special 1s. Even if he gets a bit of healing back. There we go. Didn't quite have enough charges there. So 1 more. Let it parry. Heavy. Unblockable. Unstoppable. Special 2. Goodbye, Sam Wilson. Now we're going to go back onto path 3. We got node 32, Black Widow Clairvoyant against Super Skrull. Sloped armor, thorns. We just have to make sure that we stay in the bleed phase the entire time. No light ending 5-hit combo, no light ending 5-hit combos, only medium enders. We'll, even if we take, I think we take a special 2 on the block, and that's fine, because as long as we're staying in the bleed phase, every time we throw that special 2, we're getting some healing as well, and we want to keep up the buff immunity on him, so every time he does get a buff, we get some Mystic Dispersion power back, and we can just keep cycling special 2s. Really nice, clean fight with Claire. Did have to watch out there for the falter. Go ahead, remove it by hitting into his block, or parry and hit into him. It disappears, back away, back to a special 2. And again, not changing stances at all, just staying in the bleed phase, topping up the healing, and making sure that we don't take any unnecessary damage. So even though we're not letting him get an armor up, I don't want to change stances at all. And we finish with a full yellow bar. Next up is a Nihilus. Again, he doesn't have an armor up, so the sloped armor and the static defense doesn't really come into play. It is just an annoying Annihilus, and anytime you fight Annihilus, it can be a little shaky. And we start off this fight pretty bad. We take almost 50% of our health right off the bat, but then we come back, get a nice big special 2, top off our healing, get some power back. And now we're just going to take this special 2 on the block. He doesn't get any of his flourish charges because of the buff immunity, which is great. We go into the poison phase, control some of the power gain. We can parry him because we've removed the cosmic rod, which is always nice. Get a little evade counter on the special 1. Again, we can go ahead, remove the Flourish charges, remove his Cosmic Rod. Another clean evade on the special one. Now we got the Incinerate phase going, so we can get some extra burst damage, but then we go right back into healing. At this point, it's just a matter of just baiting specials and counters. It's fine. Not too concerned at this point. Get another nice little intercept there. Remove the rod again. Can parry freely. And I think it's one more combo and he's done. Then last but not least, we got Hulkling for a little bit of mini-boss circle action. We've got Peni on Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot Power. And what I've learned this season is that Hulkling is amazing for this node, just because not only is he great for Peni, but he is able to gain power and get openings really nicely on Stunning Reflection where you can't parry. So in a fight where you can't parry, you can always back off with Hulkling, get those cosmic charges on the top left, then you can hit into the block until they disappear and you get the unblockable hits there. So it's nice. Plus every time you're gaining one of his like cosmic charges, you're gaining like 7% of a bar of power each time, which allows you to slowly build up to like 2 bars of power, and we're going to get a nice fat special 2 going, and that is going to end it. So we're going to have a nice 13 fights, 13 solos. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions on the side quest, we've got a couple videos already up on the channel. I put up a chart of all the rewards that you can choose from so far from what I've seen across all difficulties. If you have any rewards from threat level 1 and 2 that you want to add, let me know and I will add it to the list. So until next time, guys, have fun, enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.